Please give it up for Bob Cohen.
Good evening, New York. Yeah! Greatest city in the world, baby. No cheers for that. Okay, so this is the old guy section of the show. Look, I'm on that TV. Anybody need to see? Okay, so I love technology. I love technology. Earlier today, I said, Alexa, I'm doing a show tonight. What should I wear? She says, wear the watermelon shirt. But don't do any tall jokes. So I'm 66 years old, not quite as old as, and I'm still tall. Haven't begun to shrink yet. But over the years, the one thing I can say is I cannot believe how many things have changed. It's incredible. We were in a beautiful, brand new restaurant in Brooklyn last week. You know, fancy, schmancy, beautiful restaurant. And sitting right next to my wife, directly across from me, is this hipster, good-looking guy. You know, the beard, the tight jeans, you know, can't move. But he's wearing a white T-shirt. A white T-shirt has now become a fashion statement. And so it had, you know, a little corroded on the collar. So I went out to Costco and bought a couple of packs of Kirkland T-shirts. And now I have to wear a bib whenever I go out. So as I said, a lot of things have changed. I want to take you back in time. Approximately 50 years ago, a tall, lanky 17-year-old was going to take his SATs in the morning. I'm walking out the door, and my father came downstairs, and he says, hey, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to take the SATs. He says, what do you need those pencils for? I said, I'm going to go take the SATs. So, oh, okay. He farted, walked back upstairs, and went to sleep. Never one time asking me how I did on the test. Never. Fast forward, young Austin is getting prepared to go take his SATs. He's sitting at breakfast, the most nutritious breakfast, with a well-dressed mom and dad, and the team, the math tutor, the reading comprehension tutor, his shrink, and for special effect, a motivational speaker. And they each got 5 minutes with him, and he went, took the test, didn't do so well, but after 17 more tries, he finally got a decent score, and his mother was allowed to go back to her mahjong game. So then he applies to 87 colleges, and his parents realize, we don't have money to send this kid to school, so he ends up going to a state school, right? So now, three years later, Austin is the guy you see on Barstool Sports on Instagram with the most throwing himself off cliffs. Poor kid. You got to be a certain age to get that joke. So I heard where they're going to eliminate plastic bags in New York City. And I think that's a terrible idea. Really a terrible idea. How are they going to pick up dog shit? Really, how are they going to do that? The great equalizer in New York City is dog shit. You could be Jewish, Catholic, Muslim, successful, unsuccessful, black, white, green, yellow. Everybody uses the plastic to pick up the dog shit. And it's really amazing. that I don't own a dog. I love dogs, but I don't own a dog. But you just look at them carrying their packages, and I'm like, get away from me. It's true. This is really what goes on. And then to get back at these dogs for having to do this chore all the time, they decide, I'm going to dress my dog up for Halloween. Now, come on, that is the stupidest thing anybody could possibly do. But if you go on Google, that search engine, if you go on Google and you Google dog Halloween costumes, only about 100 different sites show up. So there's more than enough, ways to dress your dog. But the rule on that, the Bob Cohen rule on should you dress your dog for Halloween is, unless the dog says, I want to be a pirate, you cannot dress your dog up for Halloween. Okay, moving right along. So people say I look like Ted Danson. You do! You do! Fuck you. I look like Ted Danson now. How come I didn't look like him 30 years ago? Right? So I entered a Ted Danson lookalike contest because everybody said, oh, you look like Ted Danson. First prize was a round trip to Hollywood, dinner with Ted and his wife. Second prize was 6 minutes at the Broadway Comedy Club. Okay, very, very good crowd. Thank you all for coming. Okay, so is anybody here from the great state of New Jersey? Okay. I don't know, what do you think, Josh? Go for it, huh? Okay, so. It's Josh's birthday this week. Happy birthday. He's having a big birthday party in Hoboken. You're all invited tomorrow. So, I'm not a political guy. I am, for Congress. But I do believe in a border wall. I think we need a border wall between New York and New Jersey. We gotta keep them out of here. Shut those bridges and tunnels. Let them stay wherever they can stay. They have beautiful, beautiful beaches. They've got great adventures. Big parking lots. And the New Jersey Turnpike service areas with the greatest cuisine money could buy. Right? And the bathrooms soaking wet. The little yellow thing with the guy who's falling on his tuchus. The do not enter signs. Keep them out of here. Peter, get me my coffee. That's really my Staten Island accent, but you get the drift. All right, thank you very much.
Bob Cohen. Clap it up for Bob.